In the heart of Southeast Asia lies a captivating, often overlooked world where homes drift gently on water, schools float with the current, and life flows with the rhythm of the river. Welcome to the floating villages of Cambodia, where thousands of people have built their lives not on land, but atop one of the world's most dynamic freshwater systems. These floating villages, scattered across Tonlé Sap Lake and the Mekong River, are not just architectural curiosities. They are living communities shaped by water, weather, migration, and history. A symbol of resilience, culture, and adaptation, the floating villages offer an extraordinary glimpse into human ingenuity and survival. At the center of Cambodia's floating village story is the Tonlé Sap Lake, Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake. Stretching over 2,700 square kilometers in the dry season, it swells to over 16,000 square kilometers during the rainy season, becoming a vast inland sea. But what truly sets Tonlé Sap apart is its reversing river phenomenon. For half the year, during the monsoon season, the Tonlé Sap River reverses its flow, pushing water from the Mekong back into the lake. This natural event causes the lake to expand up to 6 times its size, flooding forests and creating fertile fishing grounds, a perfect setting for a floating way of life. The origins of Cambodia's floating villages trace back centuries. As early as the Khmer Empire, people depended on Tonlé Sap for fishing, farming, and trade. Seasonal floods made permanent settlements on its banks risky. Over time, communities adapted by building homes on stilts and eventually floating houses that could move with the water. The migration of ethnic Vietnamese families into Cambodia, particularly in the 19th and 20th centuries, also contributed to the growth of floating settlements. Facing restrictions on land ownership, many Vietnamese Cambodians took to the water, establishing floating enclaves where they could fish, worship, and educate their children. Today, these villages are inhabited by a mix of Khmer, Vietnamese, and Cham people, each bringing their own cultural and religious practices, languages, and traditions into this watery world. Several floating villages have gained fame for their unique cultures and accessibility to tourists. Kampong Phuoc, located about 30 kilometers from Siem Reap, Kampong Phuoc consists of stilt houses that rise high above the ground. Kampong Phuoc is also known for its flooded forest, where trees grow directly out of the water, creating a dreamlike atmosphere navigable by boat. Kampong Clean, less commercialized than Kampong Phuoc, Kampong Clean is one of the largest and most authentic floating villages. Here, most villagers are fishermen and boat makers, and tourism plays a minimal role in their daily survival. Chong Canis, the most tourist-accessible village, due to its proximity to Siem Reap, Chong Canis is often the first floating village many visitors see.